recording? All right. This assembly of the Karaoke Research Council is called to order. I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside. Down by the riverside, down by the riverside, I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside and study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Gonna lay down my burden down by the riverside. Down by the riverside. Down by the riverside. I'm gonna lay down my burden down by the riverside. Study war no more. And I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Gonna let on my long line road down by the riverside. Down by the riverside. Down by the riverside. I'm gonna put on my long white robe down by the riverside. I'm gonna study war no more. And I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Gonna meet my lovely mother down by the riverside. Down by the riverside. Down by the riverside. I'm gonna meet my lovely mother down by the riverside and study war no more. And I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. All right. That was our awkwardly attempted introduction to Karaoke Research Council. Hello and welcome to Karaoke Research Council, the show that asks, what is karaoke and what lies beyond? I'm your host, Ross Brackett. Now you may be asking yourself, what is this? That's why we're opening with a segment that we like to call, What the hell did I just watch? Okay, so what you just watched is karaoke. You're thinking, huh? Let me explain. You're probably more used to a karaoke that looks like this. But that's only one of the karaokes that we're capable of generating. Now, what do I mean by a karaoke? Here at Karaoke Research Council, we've decided to broaden the definition of karaoke a little. To us, karaoke is a tool that uses technology to assist a person in creating art or music during a live performance. Any app or web page or whatever that meets that criteria is karaoke. So by this definition, these virtual musical instruments, for instance, the ones that didn't work very well during the demonstration, those too are karaoke. Because I was using them to assist a performance. So what I was hoping for was something a little bit closer to this, where you can see, oh, this is an instrument that is a cell phone that is somehow playing along with the band. That's weird. You should know that both my computer that's controlling this system and the cell phone are just running a standard web browser, Google Chrome. And this laptop here that is running this whole thing runs a special server called a node server. So let's have a peek at just how we're doing things. Okay, so you're looking at my computer right now, but with parts of the screen missing. Oh, there I am. All right, let's see. Let's see if there's anything fun we can do here. All right. For now, let's talk about Sing Along, the program that we use to generate those characters, or the chord charts at the bottom. It's a program called singalong.js, and it's the core of this entire project. It's a suite of tools written in HTML and JavaScript that use a web browser, often on a mobile device, to enable musical performances like this. It can be used by dozens of people at the same time, and every browser is synced to the other. So I use this inexpensive USB foot pedal to control the system. The software guesses when future chord changes will occur, and it compensates for sound card lag. And it tells the devices to display or to sing out that chord change at the appropriate millisecond, with a 100 millisecond margin of error for phones that the system has never seen before, and less than 30 milliseconds for phones where it knows the sound card latency of, such as your iPhones and things like that. So let's kind of go through and do a slow-mo version of maybe what should have happened during the intro. So you should see here, oh, there we go. This is our basic interface, and if you're using this in a live band karaoke scenario, for instance, you might want to run the band or anyone in the audience through what the different chords used in the song are. So we can see here that this song uses a C chord, a G chord, and a D chord. So that's C. And as you can hear, the phone knows that. G, it knows that. And it knows D. So let's do a very slow motion run through of what's sort of happening here. Gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. So you can kind of see the basics of how this works. BJ, could you scroll up just a little bit? So even if you don't have any musical training, using this system, you can become a musician, at least when you're in the studio during a taping of the Karaoke Research Council. Now, some might see this and say, this is bullcrap. A musician plays an instrument. A phone doesn't count. Well, we can all agree that a guitarist is a musician, can't we? But what if the guitarist only forms the chord shapes while someone else strums? Is the strummer not playing the guitar at least a little bit? Okay, so that was a lot of information, and I don't know if I presented any of it in a clear, cogent manner. But we'll have a lot more about singalong.js in the future episodes and a lot more Karaoke Research Council when we return. Welcome back to Karaoke Research Council. I'm your host, Ross Brackett. So as you saw in our first segment, I used my guitar to play along with singalong.js. Now it's your turn. Let's explore how to play a very simple song on the guitar. If you can kinda, or almost, or not at all play the guitar, this is the segment for you. So grab your axe. We'll assume it's tuned, otherwise pause this, download an inexpensive tuning app, get it tuned, and then unpause the video. Okay, so let's learn how to play two basic chords, G and D. So if you've never played a guitar before, the strings are E, A, D, G, B, and E, from the biggest one to the smallest one. So let's start with G. You want to put your third finger here. Can we see this on the monitor? Yeah. And your second finger here. And you want to put your pinky here on the top string. So third finger on the bottom string and the third fret, second finger on the second string from the bottom, and then you want to put your pinky here on the third fret on the top E string. So that makes this chord G. So you can play that for a second. And then let's attempt the other chord here. The other chord is D. So the way that I play it is the cheating way. It's like this. I put my index finger across the top three strings here on the second fret, and I put my middle finger on the second string from the top on the third fret. Now don't strum all the strings, just strum the top ones, and you should get a good D chord sound. And the proper way to play this chord is like this, with your middle finger here on the second fret of the top string, your index finger on the third string from the top, and your ring finger on the third fret of the second string from the top. And that gives you a D. All right, so hopefully you now know how to play two very simple chords, G and D. So let's put those chords that we just learned to the test. We're going to do another classic song. It's called Down in the Valley. Down in the valley, valley so low, hang your head over, hear the wind blow, hear the wind blow, dear, hear the wind blow. Your head over, hear the wind blow. Roses love sunshine, violets love dew, angels in heaven know I love you. Don't love me, love whom you please, put your arms round me, give my heart ease. Write me a letter, send it by mail, send it in care of Birmingham jail. Birmingham jail love. Birmingham jail. Send it in care of Birmingham jail. Down in the valley, valley so low, hang your head over, hear the wind blow, hear the wind blow, dear, hear the wind blow. Hang your head over, hear the wind blow. All right, there we go. So that was another song using the system, and you could see that I gave a little bit of a demo of using the cell phone along with it. But let's talk now about another karaoke that we've written for this show, something called God Title. God Title. So part of our goal with Karaoke Research Council is to create an open TV program. So what does that mean? It means that we want to give to anyone who wants to make a show every aspect of our show that we can control for free. So from the settings files used by our lighting, video, and soundboards, to the checklist that we use to get ready to the show, to all the software that we use to make the show happen. We want to give anyone who wants to make a show, but who might feel overwhelmed by all the fancy tools and strange procedures in a television studio, or someone who wants to prepare for a show in their own home, we want to give them the tools to do just that. Don't get me wrong, there's something to be said for relying on complicated proprietary tools to make TV. If your goal is to replicate the look of a professional TV show, you need those tools, but we're just not interested in them. So we've decided to share our software with like-minded individuals. Our software is open source, meaning that everyone has access to the computer code behind the scenes and can write improvements that benefit everyone. So if somebody finds a flaw in my program, and there are many, they can fix it for themselves, but upload the changes to GitHub so we can all benefit from it. And that's the way it should be. So a major karaoke that we've used on the show a bunch is a titling and playback system that we call God Title. So what is a titling system? A titling system is what generates words, aka titles, and other graphics on a TV show. So things like what you see at the bottom of your screen down here. It's called a lower third, which is something that I learned in my producer's class here at PCM. So titling software traditionally is controlled from the booth, not from this computer with a weird foot pedal. But I can control God Title using the same foot pedal that I use for sing-along. Oops. Why does it look so shitty? I resent that remark. But I'll explain. Basically, titling software kind of sucks. It's hard to use. It's designed for power users. It's essentially Photoshop re-implemented crappily. So God Title runs in a web browser, and it is very, very, very simple. Yes, it looks clunky and utilitarian, unpolished, but it works out of a web browser, and it's yours to download and share. So we'll pretty it up a little bit when we get around to it. When I started writing God Title, I just wanted the most basic ability to make titles. The initial software worked like this. So as you can see, it was a very simple application, and I needed something that would do that basic idea I thought was good. Text doesn't need to be moving all around the screen, going into different areas. Why not just fill up the whole screen if that's what works? So we kept that basic concept, but we rolled it into a slightly more complicated program. So as you can see, it works the same way as a green screen. Booth, can you chroma key out? Okay, so this is what is being displayed on my computer right now. And as you can see, we take all the green out, or key it out is the term that's used, and we create what's called an overlay. So you can put it back, put the key back in, there we go. All right, I'm gonna close this disgusting overlay. Back to, why does it look so shitty? So yes, I can't show images with any green in them, but who cares? I just won't show any pictures with green in them. Okay, so we've replaced we replaced the titling computer in the booth. But what about the computer back there called the playback computer? We can replace that too. This is my little kitty cat, Hilo, writhing around on the ground and showing me his nipples. So we can do video. I can show images in any dimension. Tall, wide with a background. Oh, burping noise. Oh, that's of course to illustrate. And finally, I can add sounds to any slide. Okay, so that's God title. Next up, we needed a teleprompter since my memory is so terrible. So the teleprompter wasn't working here at PCM. The prompter unit itself just uses a regular VGA in. So I downloaded an HTML JavaScript-based teleprompter from GitHub, and I modified it. So we're going to try to do a thing here where, okay, the two, oh, burp is still on the screen. Get rid of that. Okay, here we go. So now I can't see what the teleprompter says, but you should be able to get a basic idea of what it is that I'm seeing from this camera here. Okay, let's put everything back. And yeah, this software is being controlled by our producer, BJ, in the back. It was free software, and with a few simple modifications, it was perfect for our show. So we're going to keep modifying it, and hopefully it'll be a tool that other shows can use. As the show progresses, we'll show you the advancements that we make to all these pieces of software as they're rolled into the show. BJ, could you keep going? If you're a bored JavaScript programmer, please help us out. Take a look at our crappy code, make enhancements. We can use all that we can get. Every little bit helps, and there's a lot to fix. But any changes you make will be rolled back into the software to benefit anyone in the world who wants to use it for free. You can download any of the programs that you've seen today at karaokeresearch.github.io. And after the break, we'll put God title to the test. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Karaoke Research Council. I'm your host, Ross Brackett. Now, one of the great advantages of doing a show on Portland Community Media is that we're not subject to the FCC's restrictions on profanity. Now, I know there hasn't been a lot of swearing so far, but we're about to change all that with a segment that we like to call...
Ross?
Yeah, Jerry? This is Jerry. He's one of our producers here speaking over the intercom.
We have your great-grandma on the phone.
Mima?
Yeah, she called in and she wants to talk with you.
Okay, I guess put her on.
Hi, Rossi. It's your great-grandma, Abigail.
Hi, Mima.
I'm just calling to say I'm so proud of you. My great-grandson's a TV star.
Oh, you're watching right now?
That's right. Granny's on Ustream.
Oh, you figured out how to use Ustream. Okay. Look, Mima, could you hold on for just 1 second?
Sure thing, sweetheart. Anything for my little Lawrence Welk.
Thanks, Mima. Hey, Jerry?
Yeah, Ross?
Yeah, look, Jerry, I feel really weird about doing this segment with my grandma watching. I think we should switch to plan B.
But what about what you said? About integrity? About pushing boundaries?
Look, I can't do it, man. She would not understand this. So, look, I taped the clean version over this old Crossroads VHS, and you have the dirty one on that VHS of the 1992 Val Kilmer vehicle Thunderheart. So you bring out the Thunderheart, take Crossroads, and we'll do that one instead.
Fine. Judas.
I'm sorry. Here, you take that. Okay, great. Thanks. Thank you, Jerry, for bringing me out the Thunderheart. So, okay. Looks like we've got everything straightened out. Everything's good in the booth. You guys ready? Okay. Mima, are you ready for some more show?
Anything you would ever do is perfect in my eyes, my dear sweet boy.
All right. All right, then, ladies and gentlemen. Without any further ado, I present to you a segment that I can assure you is called, and has always been called, We're Saying Darn Up in This Place. 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 Saying darn up in this place. We're saying darn up in this place. We're saying darn up in this place. Saying darn up in this place. We're saying darn up in this place. Dang, but, heck and shoot, we never swear 'cause it's never cute. Gosh, darn, heck and Hades. I care about taste, good sirs and ladies. It's late at night, I'm on TV. BLESSED. I'm saying words that aren't so bad. So watch this with your mom or dad. Or great grandma. Hi, Mima! We're saying darn up in this place. We're saying darn up in this place. We're saying darn up in this place. Saying darn up in this place. We're saying darn up in this place. Saying darn up in this place. We're saying darn up in this place. Saying darn up in this place. Oh my gosh, did you hear a swear? It must have come from over there. It's late at night and you're feeling shock. CLOCK spells clock. We're young and nice, so we never say bad curse words most every days. And if you even hate fake swears, I'll stop saying them because you know I care. I care about you so much, Mima. We're saying darn up in this place. 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 Saying darn up in this place. We're saying darn up in this place. Saying darn up in this place. We're saying darn up in this place. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Remember, folks, you don't have to swear if you don't want to. It makes reality more palatable for everyone, and it's a great way to honor your elders. You crazy for this one, Mima? It's your boy's boy. Thank you. All right. Whew. Jerry, I have to say, I am really glad that we did that one instead. Thank you for being so flexible. So, what did you think, Mima? Mima, are you there?
Ross, we have a little problem. I think you may have given me the wrong tape. The case says Crossroads, but I'm looking at the tape now, and it says...
But if you have Thunderheart, then that must mean that I have... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, dear God. Mima? Mima? Are you there? Did you... Oh, God.
Hello?
Yes, hello? Who is this? Is my great-grandmother there? Abigail Brackett. Is she okay?
I'm paramedic Jim Alderman. I'm afraid I have bad news.
Is my Mima okay?
Oh, I'm afraid not. Your Mima is dead. Coronary heart failure. And then she fell down a flight of stairs. But if you ask me, she died from a broken heart.
Oh, God.
I held her in my arms as she passed. Tough lady. Her final words were, "My great-grandson is a disappointment."
Oh, no. Oh God. Mima. Mima. I've killed her. Oh God, why? I'm a murderer. I murdered my own great-grandmother. And offer some juvenile excuse to swear on television. Oh God. Oh my God. I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to kill myself! The magic juice makes Rossi all right. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. I'm Ross Brackett, and this is Karaoke Research Council. Now, at this point, you're probably, this point in the show, you're probably thinking, great show, Ross, but where's the dub reggae remixes of the songs that we heard earlier? Well, I'm glad you said something, because here on Karaoke Research Council, it's not really a show until you stand up and shake your butt to the dulcet tones of the remix. Down in the valley so low, hang your head over, hear the wind blow, hear the wind blow, dear. Hear the wind blow. Hang your head over. Hear the wind blow. All right, now it's caught up. Now we're doing it. Roses love sunshine. Violets love dew. Angels in heaven know I love you. If you don't love me, yeah, love who you please, yeah. Put your arms around me. Give my heart ease. Write me a letter. Send it by mail. Send it in care of Birmingham jail. Birmingham jail, love. Birmingham jail. Send it in care of Birmingham jail. Down in the valley so low, hang your head over, hear the wind blow, hear the wind blow, dear. hear the wind blow. Hang your head over. Hear the wind blow. All right, thank you. All right, so moving right along, we are insanely fortunate to have a guest performer, one of the funniest people around. She's performed at San Francisco Sketch Fest, Bridgetown Comedy Festival, Bumper Shoot, and the Women in Comedy Festival in Boston. Every Monday night, she hosts a free comedy showcase at the Eastburn called It's Gonna Be Okay. Get there early, because it is always packed. Please help me welcome to the stage, Portland's own Barbara Home.
Thank you. Thanks, Ross. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much for having me. If I stand here, is this good? I was wondering, like Ross said, my name is Barbara, which is Starbucks for Margaret. This is gonna go okay. Every comedian's dream is to perform to 3 people and a puppy, which is true. I was wondering, do we have my jokes that we can play like underneath down here no? All right. That would be weird. Can I mess with this ukulele? Yeah, go for it. Thanks. Cool. Hey. Oh, perfect. Good. Just kidding. Not in tune. Not gonna try. So I am covered in dog hair right now, and I realized that I wear dog hair with the same energy that some girls my age might wear an engagement ring. Oh, this? Yeah, someone loves me. I went on a date recently, 7 months ago, and toward the end of the date, my suitor was like, "Can I kiss you?" And I was like, "I don't know, oh, this is why I'm alone." I'm not saying I'm lonely. I do ride my bicycle so that my hymen doesn't grow back. I turned 28 recently. I am getting older, experiencing time. Anybody else? And as I get older, my body is changing, not into a werewolf, unfortunately. And the other day, this weird thing happened to my body that's never happened before. I was walking down the street and I saw this little girl wearing a Spider-Man costume, and my ovaries were like, "Hey, maybe we should have a baby." But then, like a cell phone, my brain auto-corrected, and it was like, "Did you mean cat?" I think I just need to be bitten by a radioactive person with their shit together. Can I say shit on TV? Sorry, Mima. I used to work at a call center. Anybody else at home disappointing their parents? This guy used to call my office, and he was super rude. He was always like, "Listen, little girl, don't transfer me to a voicemail. We need to talk to a real person and not a machine." And I was like, I am a machine. A love machine. And he was like, "Little girl, I cannot see those robot arms that you were doing because this is a telephone." And I'm like, "If this is a telephone, then how did you know I was doing robot arms?" Because I know. I've always known. Dad? I had this other guy call my and he was like, at the end of the phone call, he was like, "Thank you so much for your help, and Jesus loves you." And I was like, "He said that?" What was the context? I was getting a beer with my baby brother recently. He's not a baby. He's an adult. I don't get beer with babies, just cocaine. And after the bartender took my brother's order, instead of even trying to take my order, the bartender just said to my brother, not me, "And what would your lovely girlfriend like?" And my brother said, "Probably for me to spend less time getting drunk with this nerd." Which is adorable. He was so proud of that he told that story to my dad, and my dad was like, "You could do a lot worse than your sister." Thanks, Dad. You sure know how to make a girl feel like she's covered in dog hair. I'm going to leave you guys with this. Sometimes I worry that everybody I love would be happier if I just disappeared from existence. But that's because everybody I love is super into magic. Thank you guys. My name is Barbara Home.
Thank you, Barbara. All right. Thank you for coming and classing up our Weird little show. All right. Barber home, everybody. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. This is Karaoke Research Council. I'm your host, Ross Brackett. So it's time to demonstrate one last new karaoke for the evening. A karaoke in its infancy, really. We call it Senior Burns. Are we ready in the booth? Yeah, oh, looks like we're already there. All right. So let's pull up Senior Burns here. All right, lovely. All right, so, this is just going to be a meditative, all right, we didn't do that right at all. That was not how this is supposed to go. All right, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's just have a nice, calm, meditative section of the show here. Let's just all get a little bit relaxed. Let's start off by just doing some deep breathing. Do a nice inhale and hold it 2, 3. And then exhale 2, 3. And what you're looking at here is Senior Burns. It's a way to display images that replicates the Ken Burns effect. So what we can do with this is feed information live from the internet, anywhere, directly into the system, and Senior Burns will take those images and just put us in this place of grace and calm and beauty. Could we bring Tommy up here? Let's see if Senior Burns is made better with a cute little puppy. You can hold him. Oh, look at this little puppy. Can we get in close just a little bit closer on little Tommy? Hi, Tommy. How are you doing, little hun? You're a good little guy. Oh, and the screen has gone crazy. Okay, here we are. So Tommy's a little space bear, and he's flying through outer space because he's a cute little Pomeranian guy. And that's just what Senior Burns allows us to do. It allows us to have a little space bear floating through space, learning about himself, learning about others, learning what it is to be human. Tommy, are you human? Oh, little guy. And that's basically all that I have prepared for this segment, so we're just going to stand awkwardly in front of this screen. Let it advance. You know, it's probably 3 o'clock in the morning and you're watching this. Maybe you can't sleep. So let's just do some more breathing. It might help you drift off, away into the nether. Oh, look at Tommy over another Pomeranian. No, he's not gonna like that. So let's just do one more deep breath in. Just a calm, even breath. Think about the possibilities of using Senior Burns to pipe in all sorts of information in real time. And exhale. Sorry, that was probably a little bit too long. You can exhale all the way out now. The segment's still going on. I thought that there was going to be something more. But at least we have a little puppy. And we have a little moment of calm at the end of a very chaotic... Oh no, his little butthole. Oh my gosh. We're really pushing the envelope here on Karaoke Research Council. Where else can you say you saw a dog's butthole? All right. Oh, and I think that's the end of the segment. So thanks, Elise, and thanks to Tommy. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. All right. So, sorry about that abrupt end to this segment. Oops. Segment doesn't appear to be ending. Sorry about that abrupt end to the segment. And speaking of abrupt ends. Oh, wait. It's only 45 after. No, I'm sorry. That's not going to be the segment that we're going to do. We're going to have to do, because we're running a little bit early, we're going to do one more song with the singalong.js engine. And maybe this time it will work a little bit better. Oh, man, we were way ahead of schedule. All right, here we go. All right, this song is a favorite of mine. I learned it many, many years ago. My dad taught me this song. But because we're so very far ahead of schedule, I think we're going to try to do a nice, slow, sultry version of the child's classic, I've Been Working on the Railroad. So if you want to play along at home, there's a lot of chords. But I bet if you're a good guitar player, you can give it a shot. All right. I've been working on that railroad all the live long day. I've been working on that railroad just to pass the time away. Can't you hear the whistle blowing? Rise up so early in the morning. Can't you hear the captain shouting? Dinah, blow your horn. Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Ooh. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in that kitchen, I know. Someone's in that kitchen with Dinah, and they're strumming on the old banjo and singing fee-fi, fiddly-I-ho. Fee-fi, fiddly-I-ho. Fee-fi, fiddly-I-ho. Strumming. Oh, we're still so early, we're strumming. Killing time on television. Strumming on that whole banjo. All right. Okay. All right. I think we're pretty much there. So I think that was the pilot. That was the pilot episode of Karaoke Research Council. I'd like to thank Barbara Home and everyone who came out, our wonderful crew, and everyone at Portland Community Media. So, I'm not ready to say the next part yet, because let's do our one last segment here. I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside. Study war no more, and I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. I'm gonna put on my long white robe down by the riverside, down by the riverside. Down by the riverside, gonna lay down my burden. Down by the riverside, I'm gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Put on my long white robe down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. Gonna put on my long white robe down by the riverside. I'm gonna study war no more. And I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Hallelujah. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Gonna meet my lovely mother down by the riverside. Down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna meet my lovely mother down by the riverside. I'm gonna study war no more. And I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Hallelujah. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Okay. That was an episode of television, ladies and gentlemen. I think that it's probably time that I declare this meeting of the Karaoke Research Council formally adjourned. Oh, right. We have credits. So let's put on some credits and then let's dance. Let's dance the rest of this episode away. Watch me, Portland. That one's a classic. That one's really a classic. Yeah, sure. I would dance with a little dog. If that's possible. I don't want to hurt Tommy in any way. do it. My goal, my personal goal is 200. Is that overambitious? I think we can do 200 of these, right? I think so. So, you know, it's a little bit weird. It's a little bit rough right now. But you should come down. Come to the next one. We're going to shoot it on Halloween. It'll be very spooky. Oh, Tommy's a little bit scared. Oh, he's sneezing. Oh. So just keep going. Go to our website. Check our stuff out. Come to our next show. If you're a computer programmer, look, I know what you're thinking. Who's this weird guy? But it's okay. You can get involved with my project. The code probably isn't that bad behind the scenes, right? Yeah, it's probably really well organized and commented. I'm sure that I should just go to GitHub and download it sight unseen and then start making changes to it to help these projects. Good thought, computer programmer watching this show at 3 o'clock in the morning. You've done well. Oh my god, we still have 2 minutes. More dancing with the dog. Any Q&A from our audience? Oh, why did I choose the songs that I chose? Well, because we can't use any sort of copyrighted material here on PCM. So your Beatles songs, your Rolling Stones, your Limp Bizkits, things that you kids might be into, we can't do that here. So instead, we have to use songs from 1922 or before. So that includes a lot of songs that are, how should I put this, racist. So one of the rules that we like to impose here at Karaoke Research Council is no racist songs, even if that's basically the bulk of songs from before 1922. So we're going to adhere steadfastly to that policy. There's going to be a lot of spirituals and folk music. And, of course, any song that we write, such as the lovely We're Saying Darn Up in This Place, we can use those songs over and over and over again. So we're gonna keep scouring things. To give you a little preview, I think what we have coming up next is a lot of Christmas songs, because those are some songs that everybody knows that are in the public domain. No, I still have another 40 seconds.
Are you going to get the mic fixed for the next show?
Yes, all the mics, all the equipment will be working perfectly at the next show. There will be no fuck-ups at the next show. Everything will go 100% smoothly, and you have nothing to worry about, viewer or potential audience member. So you should come to the show, because everything will go smoothly. Any final question?
When will Tommy be returning?
Oh, Tommy will be back, and maybe he'll have a spooky costume. Okay, that's it. This has been Karaoke Research Council. Good night, everybody. Good night. Woo!